John 1. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for Yahweh, Yahweh, Yod-He, Vav-He. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matters when people say that Phil, Bob, Sam, and Aaron are the same name when no they're not, and no one in their right mind would ever believe that, and only a fool would believe that a hammer could force its creator to do anything? And there is no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic text because the letter J is about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. John 1, John, G-O-H-N in English, and in Hebrew it's Y-O-H with a dot, A-N-A-N. If I ever say H with a dot, the H, if the dot is always in the middle underneath of the H. If I say E with a half a check mark, the half a check mark is always on top of the E. And if I say G with a line on top of it, or B with a line underneath of it, the line on top and the line underneath is always in the middle. I haven't seen any other weird things that aren't in the English language. But I mean, if there is, I'll obviously tell you. Yohanan or John. John 1. In the beginning was the Word. Oh yes, and if I enunciate a word more so because it's capitalized, it's referring to Yahweh, the set-apart Spirit, or Yehoshua. Or like saying His temple, and there's a capital T in it, then it's referring to something that belongs to Yahweh, other than the fact that He created all of us. And anyways, John 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim. He was in the beginning with Elohim. All came to be through Him, and without Him not even one came to be that came to be. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from Elohim, whose name was Yohanan. This one came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, capital L, that all might believe through him. Lowercase on him because they're talking about John. They're no longer talking about Yahweh. They're just saying that Yahweh is going to use John to bring people to the light. So that's where they're saying that all might believe through him, because he's being used to spread the word of Yahweh, to get people to believe in Yahweh, not just believing in whatever they want. Just make something up right on the spot. Like, oh, let me quickly make a molded image of this, and somehow it has power. Like, what a fool. He was not that light, but that he might bear witness of that light. He was the true light, which enlightens every man coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world came to be through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the authority to become children of Elohim, to those believing in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the desire of flesh, nor of the desire of man, but of Elohim. And the Word became flesh and pitched his tent among us, and we saw his esteem as of esteem as of an only brought forth of a father, complete in favor and truth. Johanan bore witness of him and cried out, saying, This was he of whom I said, He who comes after me has become before me, because he was before me, and out of his completeness we all did receive, and favor upon favor. For the Torah was given through Moshe, Mosheh. The favor and the truth came through Yehoshua, Messiah. No one has ever seen Elohim, the only brought forth Son, who is in the bosom of the Father, he did declare. Now this was the witness of Johanan when the Yehudim, Yehud, with a line underneath of it, I am, sent from Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, which is Jerusalem, and Yehudim is Judaim. Yehuda is from the tribe of Judah. If that helps connect the dots there. Now this was the witness of Johanan when the Yehudim sent from Jerusalem priests and Levites, L-E with a half a check mark, W-I-T-E-S, to ask him, Who are you? And he confessed and did not deny, but confessed, I am not the Messiah. And they asked him, What then are you, Eliah, which is Elijah, which is spelled E with a half a check mark, Liyahhu. So he said, I am not. Are you the prophet, capital P, talking about Yehoshua? And he answered, No. Therefore they said to him, Who are you, so that we give an answer to those who sent us? What do you say about yourself? He said, I am a voice of one crying in the wilderness, making straight the way of YahWeh. As the prophet Isaiah said, which is Isaiah 43. And Yeshaya is Yeshayahhu. And those sent were of the Pharisees, Pharisees, and they asked him, saying, Why then do you immerse if you are not the Messiah, nor Eliah, nor the prophet? Johanan answered them, saying, I immerse in water, but in your midst stands one whom you do not know, the one coming after me, who has become before me, whose sandal strap I am not worthy to loosen. This took place in Beth Anah. Beth is B-E with a half a check mark, Y-T-H. Anah is A-N-Y-A-H, beyond the Yarden, Y-A-R-D-E with a half a check mark, N, where Johanan was immersing. On the next day, Johanan saw Yehoshua coming toward him, and said, See the Lamb of Elohim who takes away the sin of the world. This is he of whom I said, After me comes a man who has become before me, for he was before me. And I did not know him, but that he might be revealed to Israel, Y-I-S-R-A' with a half a check mark, L. Therefore I came immersing in water, and Johanan bore witness, saying, I have seen the Spirit coming down from heaven like a dove and remain on him. And I did not know him, but he who sent me to immerse in water said to me, Upon whom you see the Spirit coming down and remaining on him, this is he who immerses in the set-apart Spirit. And I have seen and have witnessed that this is the Son of Elohim. Again, the following day, Johanan was standing with two of his taught ones, and looking at Yehoshua walking, he said, See the Lamb of Elohim. Elohim is E-L-O-H-I-M, by the way. And the two taught ones heard him speaking, and they followed Yehoshua. And Yehoshua, turning and seeing them following, said to them, What do you seek? And they said to him, Rabbi, which means teacher, Rabbi, Rabbi, which means teacher, where are you staying? And he said to them, Come and see. They went and saw where he was staying, and remained with him that day. Now it was about the 10th hour. Andri, Andri, the brother of Shimon Kepha, Shim apostrophe On, Kepha, Ke with a half a check mark, Pha, was one of the two who heard from Yohanan and followed him. First he found his own brother Shimon, and said to him, We have found the Messiah, which means the anointed. And he brought him to Yehoshua, and looking at him, Yehoshua said, You are Shimon, the son of Yonah, Yonah, which is Jonah. You shall be called Kepha, which means a stone, capital S in stone. On the following day, Yehoshua wished to go to Galilee, and he found Philip and said to him, Follow me. And Philip was from Bethsaida, B-E with a half a check mark, Y-T-H, Saida, T-S-A-I-D with a line underneath of it, A, the city of Andri and Kepha. Philip, Philip, found Nathanael, Nethan apostrophe E with a half a check mark L, and said to him, We have found him whom Moshe wrote of in the Torah and the prophets, Yehoshua of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. Nazareth is Natsareth, the son of Joseph, Yose with a half a check mark PH. Yeah, I can't remember exactly how many times Moshe wrote about a shepherd, a savior coming, and he's the one who wrote the first five books, the Torah, the law that you're supposed to follow. Even Yehoshua says, I did not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. In other words, he was fulfilling the blood sacrifice. So you no longer have to make a blood sacrifice because he became that blood sacrifice. You still have to follow the law to the T. It's not denying it in any way, shape, or form, and I think people who believe that are fools. Anyways. And Nathanael said to him, Is it possible for any good matter to come out of Nazareth? Philip said to him, Come and see. Yehoshua saw Nathanael coming toward him and said to him, See, truly a Israeli in whom is no deceit. Nathanael said to him, From where do you know me? Yehoshua answered and said to him, Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you. Nathanael answered and said to him, Rabbi, you are the son of Elohim. You are the sovereign of Israel. Yehoshua answered and said to him, Because I say to you, I saw you under the fig tree, do you believe? Greater than that you shall see. And he said to him, Truly, truly, I say to you, from now on you shall see the heaven opened and the messengers of Elohim ascending and descending upon the Son of Adam, which is A-D with a line underneath of it, A-M. In English, Adam doesn't have that line underneath of it. That is the only difference. "15" it says. 15 is the same? I see, okay. Interesting.